So, big changes are on the horizon for UK landlords. The government's new Renters' Rights Bill has just had its second reading in Parliament, and it's about to reshape how we manage our properties. If you're not ready for the changes, you could be in for a big shock. Here's a brief snapshot of some of the key elements of the bill. First up, no more Section 21 no-fault evictions. All possession will be via Section 8 and must be linked to a specific event, like rent arrears, antisocial behaviour, or if you need the property for yourself or a family member. And the notice period for these non-fault grounds will be 4 months for landlords. Now I know what some of you may be thinking. What if I say I'm selling, or I need the property for myself, and then I change my mind? Well, think again, because they've thought of that. If you relet your property within 12 months of serving such a notice, you'll be hit with a big fine, and so will the agent that relets it for you. So the agents will be checking for that. Next up, the end of fixed term tenancies. From now on, all tenancies will be rolling periodic tenancies, meaning tenants can stay indefinitely in theory, unless they give 2 months notice to terminate. And if a landlord tries to sidestep this or ignore it by issuing anything that could be seen as a fixed term or a Section 21 notice, you could be facing big fines, criminal prosecution, and or rent repayment orders. The expansion of rent repayment orders and fines is considerable throughout the new framework. Also, there's the new Decent Home Standard, and the details are yet to be released on this, but this means your property will have to meet a set of strict conditions, and if you don't keep up with repairs, local authorities will have the power to enforce with rent repayment orders and fines as well. Rent increases. You'll only be able to raise rents once per year via Section 13 notices, and tenants can challenge these via a first-tier tribunal. So make sure you're getting it right, or you could be facing lengthy delays and even more fines. Rent arrears. Under the new rules, you can only start eviction proceedings for rent arrears after 3 months of unpaid rent, and the notice period has doubled from 2 weeks to 4 weeks. Now, if you factor in court delays, you could realistically be looking at a year of unpaid rent before you can get possession. Now, I sincerely hope that common sense prevails with this piece of proposed legislation and that this is amended, because I don't think that's fair or balanced. Having looked through the bill, the theme of the message is quite clear. Landlords, get compliant. Rent repayment orders, blocks on possession and fines are all expanding. The cost of getting it wrong is considerable, and with local authorities in need of the money, they could well be targeting landlords more and more. Now I know this can feel like a lot, but now is the time to act. Get your house in order, literally. Talk to an expert, get your properties in line with these new rules and stay ahead of the curve. As experienced agents with over 50 years of combined experience and as members of Property Mark, Knights are perfectly placed to navigate these changes, and we want to help landlords to navigate these changes, stay ahead of the curve and raise the standards for us all. If you're watching this and if you've got any questions or you need help, please reach out to me. I'd be very happy to talk to any landlords about their concerns, and I'm sure that after talking it through and hearing the facts, you'll feel a lot more at ease and ready for the change.